my God. Okay. Wait a minute. Nope, I got it wrong. I'm sorry. Fred Hammond. Shout out to Fred Hammond. I don't know why I was thinking Marvin Sapp. Okay. Y'all forgive me for that. We're early this morning. Okay. Y'all know it's Mother's Day. Okay. And I'm not going to be home. I'm not going to be home. Okay. So we about to start some trouble early this morning. Okay. So listen, there's some foolery going on in these social media streets. Should I wear the glasses? Let me take them off. I don't know. The light is too bright. So there's some foolery going on in the YouTubian streets as always. Okay, and I'm gonna say it wrong. Suffolk, Sussex County. I'm still saying it wrong. Okay, put up 10 worst deadbeat dads to kick off Mother's Day celebration. Okay, we gonna get into the foolery. Good morning, Wallace. How are you? And to all the newcomers, how you doing? And happy Mother's Day to you. Okay, happy Mother's Day to you if you are a mother. So we're gonna get into the foolery because um this county wild out. Okay, this county is wilding out. Why is this county wilding out? Now, before we get into any foolery, my name is Take Heed to the Message. My husband designated me as Abang Anwa. It just means queen. Okay, now that's my handle. Okay, my government and something else. Okay, let's get into the nonsense that we are seeing play out in Suffolk County. Okay, and it says the 10 worst deadbeat dads in Suffolk County. Okay, it's crazy. My whole thing is that if we're going to do this as a Mother's Day celebration, right? Should we not do the same thing for Father's Day celebration? Because we have deadbeat mamas walking around here too. But we don't like to put that out on Front Street. You feel me? We like to hide that in the basement so nobody don't know that there's deadbeat moms. Okay? We gonna talk about it. I know we early today. Okay, I'm barefaced today. Okay, I don't know what it is, but my eczema is igniting like crazy. Okay, and usually it doesn't do that because I rock with that shea butter always help, but I don't know what's going on this year. It's like the shea butter ain't doing nothing, and this is like natural shea butter that someone makes it. So I don't know what's going on. It's not working this year. So you see like the neck is igniting, the face, everything. So no makeup, okay? There's just lip gloss today, okay? I don't want to aggravate this. I don't want to aggravate my eczema, okay? So let's get into the foolery. First is going to be a commercial. Okay, we're going to get into it first. First going to be a commercial. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. I appreciate you so far. Thank you so much. Let's get into the first nonsense of the day.
In the area who have been evading their financial responsibilities towards their children and the mothers. These individuals, who collectively owe nearly $1.5 million in child support, have left their baby mothers struggling to make ends meet. Gustav Schacher from Farmingdale stands out as one of the most egregious cases, having evaded $420,000 in child support payments on his own. Sheriff Errol Talone Jr. held a press conference outside the Yafank Correctional Facility to shed light on this issue, emphasizing the detrimental impact on the children involved. He expressed his concern for the thousands of dollars that could have been used for essential expenses like food, clothing, medical appointments, and educational supplies. Legislator Trish Bergen highlighted how the burden of raising children alone falls disproportionately on women, especially when a two-income household dissolves. The Wall of Shame, located at the sheriff's office in Yafank, prominently features the names, photos, and last known cities of each of the 10 men, along with the respective amount they owe in child support. To make matters worse, Sheriff Talone revealed that some of these alleged perpetrators have not made a single payment in years, despite court orders and pending arrest warrants, looking to bring these absentee fathers to justice and finally hold them accountable for their actions. Talone warned of impending consequences such as wage garnishments, seized property, and potential jail time. The sheriff emphasized that it is ultimately the children who suffer the most, even though these men may believe they are exacting revenge on their former partners. In light of the upcoming Mother's Day, Sheriff Talone called upon the public to assist in locating these individuals in order to ensure a future where parents who show up and fulfill their responsibilities are celebrated. Simultaneously, those who refuse to do so must face legal consequences. It is high time to honor the efforts of dedicated parents and restore justice to those who have willingly neglected their parental obligations. The release of this information just days before Mother's Day is an intentional message to those men who continue to evade their financial responsibilities and the emotional burden placed on single mothers. By shedding light on these cases, the hope is to encourage a public response that prioritizes the well-being and rights of children. Suffolk County officials are now urging the community to come forward and provide any information that may assist in tracking down and holding these deadbeat dads accountable for their actions. Let us come together and ensure that these children receive the support and care they deserve.
I took two things that I love, dancing.
So they had a big celebration in Suffolk County, okay, about 10 men who were on the list of the worst. 10 men who were on the list of the worst deadbeat dads. And it went viral. It got on social media and it went viral. Now, I just played a clip from the news, okay? They just put the picture up and I just played a clip from the news. But I want y'all to hear the officials because they were like, it's gang gang. This is a good thing. And I know a lot of the women in the comment section was excited about the foolery because, it makes men look crazy. Okay? Here we go right here. Shout out to I Am Dad because it went viral and it hit social media. Here we go.
In preparation for the Mother's Day weekend that's coming up, we are making an effort to capture the top 10 deadbeat dads here in Suffolk County.
Suffolk County has released the names of 10 fathers who are in arrears on their child support payments to their children's mothers, coinciding with the approach of Mother's Day. Notably, Gustav Schocker from Farmingdale is highlighted, owing a staggering $420,000 in unpaid support.
And then it just goes on to show you other fathers who are on the list. There are 2 brothers that are on the list of the worst deadbeat dads, and the rest are from different descents. Okay? So the thing is that if we're going to call out the fathers, we should call out the moms too on Father's Day. Okay? Because there's a lot of women who believe that they don't need to pay child support. There are a lot of women who believe that. I watched on child support court the other day, and a woman said, I don't know why I'm here because a woman should not have to pay child support. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Most men don't ask for child support. They don't. They just be like, when I need time, come get the kids, spend some time with them. Most of them do that. Sometimes there's an arrangement between him and the mom. Like, men are the last people to go to child support. They'll do their best to just continue to take care of the children on their own like they usually do. You know what I'm saying? They'll do their best to do that. Okay? Now, I got to ask a question. I'm going to jump out of the conversation real quick. Why do everybody ask me, are you Muslim? Are you Christian? Why? Why do you care? I just want to know. Like, why do you care? Either I'm Muslim or I'm Christian. Why do you care? Why do you care? People always ask me that question. Why do you care? Hey, Green Beans, how are you? Why do you care? No, I'm asking you a question. Why do you care? Why do you care? I'm just, I want to know. You want to know because I believe in wearing certain things and wonder if it's the same for you. Okay, so you're telling me only Muslim women wear this right here, a head tie. I'm just Wallace, don't laugh. Wallace, don't laugh at me. Why do you care? I'm just saying. Not only Muslim women wear this hair tie. The hair tie is actually originated from Africa. So why? Why do you care? Why do you care what I do? As long as I'm not preaching hatred, long as I'm not out here telling you to do stupid stuff, you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care who I believe in. Why do you care? I'm not out here spewing hatred. I'm out here trying to give a lesson. Why do you care? I'm tired of y'all asking me that because I have said it so many times on my channel and I don't know how some people can't tell. Okay, well, that's your business. That's your business because you want to know. Because you want to know. That's your business. Mm-hmm. 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 You said you're curious. Well, then go through all my videos and then you'll see. Mm-hmm. Green Bean said probably new. Yeah, I know they're new, but I'm tired of people asking me that. Yeah, it's aggravating. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, James, the thing is, Jimmy, is that your name? Jimmy, if you don't know what I am, you shouldn't watch it. You shouldn't watch it. Scroll up, baby. If y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? If my religion has to take a play to what you're seeing, scroll up. It's okay. You don't have to watch me. Okay? You don't have to watch me. Nobody told you, oh, you gotta watch me. If me being a Muslim or a Christian, determines if you're gonna watch me or not, scroll up, baby. You don't have to. Okay? You don't have to. Hmm. Now let's get back into the foolery. So on Father's Day, we would like to see, okay? On Father's Day, we would like to see the mothers get dog walked. Do you hear me? On Father's Day, we would like to see the mothers get dog walked. Because always, we got to get out here and dog walk these daddies. Nah, I'm not defensive. Nah, I'm just clowning. That's all. I'm not defensive. So, we would like to see the mamas get dog walked on Father's Day. Just like they take time to do a whole press conference about the 10 worstest dads. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to share something with you, family. This is what I want to share with y'all. The most valuable thing that a child needs from a father is what? Anybody know? The most valuable thing in the world that a child needs from their father. Do anybody know that? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Do you know what is the most valuable thing that a child needs from their father? Huh? Okay, Jimmy, put support, love. Daniel say, hey, lady, what's up? How you doing? Presence. Uh-huh. It's time. You said it. You said it, my dear. It's time. That's the most precious thing in the world that a child needs is the father time. And if only we understood that on both parts, the father and the mama, okay? Because sometimes daddy think money, 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 I can't be around my children. You understand? But the most precious thing that a child requires is time. You know what I'm saying? This is true. Yeah, this is why marriage is important. Yeah, you're right about that. The child just want the time. You know what I'm saying? The child just want time. I got five. I got five children. Yep. I have a total of five children. The oldest one is 30. I made a mistake yesterday because I said his birthday is yesterday. He'll be 31. I meant to say, let me see. He'll be 31 this year. But I was wrong about the date. I don't know. You know, sometimes I talk so fast I'll mess up. Okay. But yes, the oldest one is 30. He'll be 31 this year. Okay. And the other ones are with my husband. So it's four with my husband. I'm not a great parent. I get it wrong sometimes. Yes, I have a husband. I have a king. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So this is the uncomfortable truth. That's what children need. It's just time. Just need time. That's it. You understand? They just need time. The most valuable thing that a child can get is time from their father. It's not the money. I don't care how much child support he has to pay. That can never compare to the time. You understand? That can never compare to the time. Hey, Daryl, how are you? So, let's get into the understanding of why the prosecutors, you know, all of them, the sheriff department, the police department, all this stuff, that they thought that this sound good. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, let's make men look horrible. You know, now don't get me wrong. There's some men that, you know, they need to be dog walked. Okay. There's some men that need to be dog walked. But ask these children, what would they rather have? The money from their father, or would they rather have the time? They would tell you, I would like to spend time with my father. They would tell you, I would like to spend time with my father. This is the thing that we miss. Okay? Children will say money. Quality time. That's right. Quality time. That's messed up. Okay? That's messed up. That's messed up. Okay? Now, Sing put something in here. I don't usually answer stupid questions like this, but 50 Cent or Ja Rule? Okay? That's what he just asked. Okay? 50 Cent or Ja Rule? Timothy Love, thank you for the $5 super chat. I see it, baby. Thank you so much. Okay? And I'm going to share something with you. I like Ja Rule, but I also like 50 too. You understand? I like both of them. But 50 gets it. He gets it out the park. I got to give it to him. I love 50. But back in the day, Ja Rule was the thing until I found out he was a wankster. But other than that, nah, it's good. It's good. Okay? It's good. So it's 50. 50 is there. Okay? Now, okay, I want to give, let's see what we got. So this is for Tim Love. Tim Love, thank you for the $5 super chat, babe. I hear you. Okay, I hear you. I appreciate you for donating to the channel on Mother's Day, baby. Thank you so much. And I got something for you. This is the Mother of the Year award. Shout out to my sisters who got to deal with grown children. Shout out to my sisters. Here we go.
Mom, why are you drinking?
Because I fucking have four of you motherfuckers. And every time I alleviate a problem with one of you, then the other one got a goddamn problem. When I handle that goddamn problem, I think I can fucking relax. And then the other one got a problem. Like, I'm just gonna fucking accept the fact that I got too many goddamn children. There's never a time when I can say, whoo, Calgon, take me away, I can goddamn rest. Because goddamn, the phone rings and it's some other bullshit on a different day. I guess I have to accept my fate And my fate is when you have 3, 4, 5, 6 children, you can't never turn your phone off because somebody's gonna always have a goddamn problem. Alleviate one problem, eliminate one problem. Oh shit, there's a phone call. Mom, why this? Mom, why this? Mom, why that? Is there ever a time when all of you are in sync, when you motherfuckers are all like problem free? Ever? I ain't never had a problem free month with you 4-ass motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
And that's why I'm goddamn drinking. I got 4 of you motherfuckers. And I got 99 problems. It ain't never just one.
It ain't never just one. Shout out to Tim Love. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That's terrible. She said, Cow God, I can't get Cow God to take me away. I know green beans. That's funny. I'm sorry. Okay. Now I see what you put. You said, what are your morals? I don't know. If a woman calls a husband her king, if a woman gets up here and she talks about her husband with such high esteem, do you think she has good morals? I'm just saying. He asked me a question. Yeah. Okay, what are your morals? So, am I saying that? I'm just wondering. If a woman talks highly of her husband and she talks about her family, she gives you an insight to her family, does she have good morals? Okay? I'm just wondering. So anyway, now let's get on to the foolery. I thought this was funny, y'all. Snoop dropped this on his page, and I thought this was funny. Y'all listen to this. Here we go.
Bitch, let me tell you how the bank got me fucked up. Yes, bitch, the credit union got me fucked up. I called the bank today because my card acting up. It's declining and shit, and I'm seeing the money on there, so I'm like, why the fuck is my card declining? I called the bank. I said, hey, my card declining. I need some help. I need to figure out what's going on. She started looking through the transactions. She said, well, ma'am, it was reported as fraud because this is your 6th time getting Chipotle since Sunday. And it's Tuesday. I said, listen here, bitch, who the fuck is you talking to? That is my goddamn card, and this is my big back.
Okay, so listen. I don't rock with Chipotle, but I thought it was funny. I was like, I'm going to keep this. Shout out to the underrated darkness. Guys, when you get time, please rock out on this brother channel. Underrated darkness. Content ain't nothing but fire, baby. You hear me? Ain't nothing but fire. Let's get in to the next foolery, y'all, because I'm going to share something with you. Mother's Day and Father's Day, y'all already know, is nothing alike, okay? They are nothing alike. Mother's Day and Father's Day is nothing alike. See, on Mother's Day look amazing. Do you hear me? The 99-cent store yesterday, when I was over there, okay, my children were running in there to get me stuff. And I gotta drive them, because they still young. I gotta drive them, okay. So I'm waiting in the car, and you had to see it, y'all. It was crazy. It was so much stuff on Mother's Day. Now, when you go in there on Father's Day, they're gonna have about 10 cards in there. 10 cards, maybe like 5 or 6 balloons. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be nothing nice. And mind you, I live in the suburbs. So you would think that, more stuff will be there for the fathers, right? Okay. Green Bean said it's just another day. You right, because the powers that be made up these 2 days, okay, just to get some revenue going on, okay? I'm just saying, it's funny, y'all. Okay, so now let's get into something else. I thought this was amazing. A young boy asked his mother something and asked his father something too. And you'll be surprised. I wasn't surprised at the father response, but I understood the mother response too. Okay, because the first thing we think is to save our children first. Okay, so I want you to hear the response of both parents. And the young man was shocked when he asked his mother this, and shocked when he asked his father this, but he shook his head with his father. It was so beautiful. I want y'all to hear it. Shout out to Corey Joe. Shout out to Corey Joe, 1000 Watts Radio. Guys, when y'all get time, please like and subscribe to this brother channel and tell him Take Heed sent me, okay? When y'all get in here, okay? Content ain't nothing but fire. Music, jams will have you just rocking out. You hear me? So let's get into the foolery. This is what the young man asked his mother first. Check this out.
Mum, yes. What would you say first in a house fire, given the hypothetical situation that both Dad and I were equally difficult to save?
I care for you, but I feel bad for your father.
Dad, what would you say first in a house fire, given the hypothetical situation that both Mum and I were equally difficult to save?
I'd save your mother first, so we had a better chance of working together to save you.
Do you hear the logic of a man? A logic of a man, okay? It's nothing, listen. A logic of a man is nothing, it's nothing to play with. Do you hear me? Because he said, the mama said, if the house was on fire, the son said to the mama, if the house was on fire and it was difficult to get me or daddy out of the house, who would you save first? She said, I would save you. And then I would feel bad for your father, because the father is going to, he's going to pass away. The father said, I would save your mother so we both can get in here and have a bit of a chance to save you. Now, which logic sound right? Tell me. Which logic sound right? Because the mother is what? She's leading with her heart. That boy is her heart. But the husband is leading with his mind. He said, if I save her, then we both have a bit of chance to save the boy. I love that. I know that might have rolled over some of y'all heads. It's okay. It's okay. Green Bean said, my sons will look and laugh at me over some Father's Day. Oh, wow. Green Beans, that's nasty now. That's nasty. Is it true? Or are you playing games? I wanted y'all to hear something from the book of Enoch. This was amazing. When I heard this, I was like, wow, I didn't even, there's so many books in the Bible that they don't talk about. But I was like, this is amazing. Okay? This is amazing what I heard. Check this out.
So there was this group of women doing a study of the book of Malachi in the Old Testament.
Oh, it was Malachi.
They came upon the third verse in chapter 3, and it puzzled them. It said, he will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. And they wondered what this statement meant about the character and nature of God. So one of the women offered to investigate the process of refining silver and then get back to them at their next Bible study. So that week, the woman called up a silversmith and was like, hey, can I come watch you while you work? And she didn't mention anything about why she wanted to do this other than her curiosity about the process of refining silver. So he agreed, and she went. And as she watched him, he held a piece of silver over the fire and let it heat up. He explained that in refining silver, one needed to hold the piece in the middle of the fire, where the flames were the hottest, as to burn all the impurities away. The woman thought about God holding us in such a hot spot. Then she thought again about the verse. He sits.
I don't know why that messed up like that.
As a refiner and purifier of silver. So she asked the silversmith if it was true, if he had to sit there in front of the fire the entire time that the silver was being refined? He said yes, and he went on to explain that not only did he have to sit there, but he had to keep a very close eye on it, because if it was left a moment too long, then it would be damaged. The woman was silent for a moment, and then she asked, "How do you know when the silver is fully refined?" And he smiled and said, "That's easy. When I see my image in it."
When I see my image in it. I thought that was beautiful because I guess she was trying to tell us that you, as God's child, right, as Yahweh's children, he will sit there and hold you to the fire. Okay? That means turmoil, that means all types of foolery that you're going through. Okay? That means every storm that you have ever seen in your life, every hurricane, every tornado that you have been through. And mind you, this is just Yahweh holding you to the fire. Okay? Now, mind you, he didn't drop you. He's holding you. Okay? Because when you refine silver, you can't drop it. You can't hold it too long to the fire because sometimes you'll damage it. So he said that he holds it until he sees his image in it. So Yahweh holds you to the fire. That's why a lot of us go through a lot of turmoil, because he's holding you to the fire until he sees his image. Until he sees his image. That's nasty, right? Shout out to Yahweh, because that's nasty, right? Like, just put you to the fire. All the turmoil you going through, if you have lost your job, if you have lost your home, if you have lost your business, if you have, your children have been, somebody in your family have been sent to glory, your children may have been sent to glory, God is holding you to the fire because he needs to burn off all these impurities that got going on this silver. Do you hear me? Now, I know it's nasty. I know it's nasty what I'm saying, and you might be going through this right now, but I want you to understand that no matter what you're going through, God is still holding you. No matter what type of pain and agony that you're going through, even if you're sick, God is still holding you because he needs to see his reflection in you. So when you're going through all the storm and the pain and all types of hurricane, understand that God still got you. Ain't that nasty? Listen, Derek. Listen, Derek. Derek said, I hear you, but how long before it's done? I don't know, baby. You got to keep holding on. It's only God that can tell you when he's ready to let you up from the fire. It's only God that can tell you when he's ready to let you up out that fire. Lord, I'm telling you. Okay. Good morning, Derek. How are you? Stephen, I see you. Don't worry about that. I just came in and chop up with y'all just a little bit. Derek said, Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. Okay. All right. Now, the Green Bean said, what was that? I explained it, sir. I explained it. I know y'all didn't hear it well. I explained it. Okay. Now, I want to shout this out to my husband because I thought this was so cute. Okay. Okay. Now, Green Bean said, I must be a barbecue chicken. I'm tired of you, Green Beans. Okay. I'm tired of you. I'm with you on the same rack. You hear me? I'm with you on the same rack. Okay. I have seen some shit in my day. Okay. And God still brought me out. So if he could do it for me, he could do it for you too. You hear me? Continue to hold on. I mean that. I mean that. With everything that's in my heart, I mean that. Continue to hold on. And stay in prayer. God loves to hear from his children. You hear me? Oh my God. Okay. Not gonna lie, sis. There are times when I feel God has abandoned me. You have no idea the pain I carry and the hurt I have, and the hurt that I have suffered. Baby, I don't know the pain you carry. And I don't know the hurt that you suffered. I don't. But God knows. You ever heard this saying? God don't give you too much that you cannot bear. See, God knows who is his strongest children and he knows who is his weakest children. So if you're going through something and it's like hurricane fire, you hear me? Like you walking through fire with gasoline draws on, understand you are one of God's chosen. He's preparing you for a battle. You hear me? So when you get to that time, you are ready. You are ready for war with samurai swords and everything. Do you hear me? God's children who are chosen for war are his most strongest on earth. They go through the worst on earth. Because when it's time, he needs you to be strong for battle. You hear me? So when the devil come in disguise, you know how to fight. Believe me, I know what I'm saying. Now, this video right here is to my husband because I thought this was so funny. Okay. Shout out to this sister. Okay. Now, I can't even tell who was the content creator, though. You know, I can't even tell who was the content creator because they don't link the content creator to the original content creator. They don't link them. Okay. Randy, thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you, baby. Okay. So check this out. This will happen. Listen to this right here. Shout out to my king. Okay. This is directly towards you, sir, because I know you watching my stream. Okay. Here we go. This is funny.
Well, I want to give you ladies some reasons why I will never leave my husband. Okay?
You better not be playing.
I'm not. I want you to know how much I love you. I'm trying to be serious. And you won't let me.
No, I don't fail for this so many times. Look on, tell me. I failed this.
Don't make me cry, okay?
Okay.
All right. And I'll try to make you cry. Okay. A few reasons why I'll never leave my husband.
Okay.
I will never leave you.
I'll never leave you.
Because I will be doing you a favor.
I'm going to do you a favor.
And I don't do favors.
I don't do no favors.
Get on.
Without me, you would have money.
You will have money.
I keep you motivated. If you gotta go make more money.
Facts.
I will never leave you because your life will be peaceful.
I will never leave you because your life will be
I keep you on your
time.
and it teaches you patience.
I can't stand
And
you.
the last most important reason why I won't leave you is because you will be free. And who am I to grant you your freedom?
I don't grant freedom over here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who am I to grant you your freedom? Oh my God. Oh my God, that's terrible. Shout out to my king. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes I feel bad for you. I do. Sometimes I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Green beans, don't laugh. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Derek, don't laugh at me. Sometimes I feel bad for him. I do. Okay, I do. Okay. And when holidays come like this, I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad when, when he had to do certain things and I know we got other stuff to handle. I feel bad sometimes. Okay. I feel bad sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Now, I feel bad sometimes when I am unleashed onto Walmart. Okay. I feel bad sometimes. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. I feel bad. Okay. I feel bad when I am unleashed onto, let me see. I gotta say what do I want to say? Aldi's. I want to say Aldi's. I feel bad when I am unleashed onto the 99-cent store. I feel bad about that. Okay? Okay? But Walmart, I feel bad about that too. Sometimes. Okay? After I had gave him his credit card already. I do feel bad. I do feel bad. But the thing is that if you go with Take Heed into Walmart, just direct me down the aisle. We supposed to go get something in. If you don't do that, okay? If you don't do that, okay? Walmart gonna get me in every lane, okay? I'm just saying. Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. I feel bad, okay? I do. Now here we go. Shout out to Randy for the $20 super chat, baby. Thank you so much. I got something for y'all for the $20 super chat, and this was funny. Okay, this was funny right here. Here we go. I thought this was so hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh. Let me see. Hold my beer. Okay, this is shout out to you, Randy. Hold my beer, Randy. Here we go.
British people versus 100 Americans. One big room, no weapons. Who's winning?
Y'all gonna get a royal ass whipping. Sir, I don't think you truly understand what you're asking here, okay? Have you ever heard the saying, hold my beer? That's the last thing you gonna hear before you get your ass knocked out. We have an individual by the name of John Jones, and if you don't know who that is, you should probably go look him up before you make another video. Because I guarantee you, he gonna whip 5 to 10 of y'all's asses without even breaking the sweat. Sir, there are people right now in America that actively believe they can whoop a kangaroo's ass. You think they worried about a group of Gryffindors coming across the pond starting shit?
Why you say group of Gryffindors?
And I'm telling you right now, if you hear somebody pull up, blaring, "Nuck if you buck," run. Because what's getting ready to come out that car and the people they bring with them is not a problem you ever want to have. You understand? This is what I want you to do. Enjoy driving on the left-hand side of the road and your fish and chips. But don't bring none of that shit over here, because that is
100 British people versus 100.
So I don't know why y'all starting that thing. 100 British people and 100 Americans. I don't know why y'all started this. It's funny though. It's funny though. Okay. It's funny though. Holding my beer and nuck if you buck. Okay. One more time. I gotta play it one more time, Randy, because it was hilarious. Here we go. One more time.
People versus 100 Americans. One big room, no weapons. Who's winning?
Y'all gonna get a royal ass whipping. Sir, I don't think you truly understand what you're asking here, okay? Have you ever heard the saying, hold my beer? That's the last thing you gonna hear before you get your ass knocked out.
Nasty.
We have an individual by the name of John Jones, and if you don't know who that is, you should probably go look him up before you make another video. Because I guarantee you, he gonna whip 5 to 10 of y'all's asses without even breaking the sweat.
That's nasty.
Sir, there are people right now in America that actively believe they can whoop a kangaroo's ass. You think they worried about a group of Gryffindors coming across the pond starting shit? They not. And I'm telling you right now, if you hear somebody pull up, blaring, "Nuck if you buck," run. Because what's getting ready to come out that car and the people they bring with them is not a problem you ever want to have. You understand? That's what I want you to do. Enjoy driving on the left-hand side of the road.
Enjoy driving on the left-hand side of the road. Y'all, why he say a group of Gryffindors? Why you say that? That's wrong. And the sad part is they don't even put, okay, the content creator is the Black Spider, okay? But they don't even put the other content creators who was in it. I always hate that when they do that. Okay, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Okay. So now let's get into the next foolery, y'all. Listen, we just clowning today. We just clowning. Okay? We just clowning. Okay? Now I'm going to share something with y'all. I was scrolling through the YouTube streets. Okay? And then I was scrolling back into the IG streets. Okay? And I was like, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She gonna lose her job. She gonna lose her job. She gonna lose her seat. When I saw this, shout out to Young Black and Wealthy. When I saw this, I was like, this woman gonna lose her job. But she right though. She right though. What she's saying, she right. But I was like, this woman gonna lose her job. Okay, she gonna lose that seat. Okay. There's certain people that you don't talk about in the United States. Anybody know who those people are? Anybody know who those people are? There's certain people you cannot talk about in the United States. Anybody know who those people are? Now, don't put the actual word, okay? Don't put the actual word. What is the word that we use on the platform, okay? What is the word that we use on this platform, okay? Baby, when she started talking about these people, when she started talking about these people, I was like, oh no, she ready to lose. Okay, she ready to lose her seat. Okay, this is what she said. Check this out right here.
We should be fighting wars on behalf of Israel, and many Americans agree with that. I'm one of those Americans that are really sick and tired of the narrative that we're constantly told that we're supposed to hate some country that's overseas that maybe we've never been to. We don't know anything about that country, but we're told that they're the greatest threat to our freedoms and our democracy, and that we have to go to war with them. I've never seen a Houthi or a Houthi or however you pronounce it. I don't even know what they look like. I haven't seen them back home in Rome, Georgia, where I live. I haven't seen them in Washington, D.C. And I keep saying that, how is this a threat to everyday Americans? I don't think we should be fighting wars on behalf of Israel.
You will not see Marjorie Taylor Greene in her seat anymore. I'm telling you right now. You won't see her in her seat anymore. When y'all start getting out of the line, okay, and this is sad that Americans can't say what they want to say. But when you start getting out of the lineup in DC, okay? When you get out of the lineup, yes, Randy, I'm telling you, when you get out the lineup, okay? Because there's a certain group you can't speak about, okay? When you start speaking about these people, baby, everything go wrong. Everything go wrong. And so now, and it's because they are, listen, if you want to say gangs, okay? This is the top gang, okay, in the United States, if you want to say gang, okay? Because you can't say she about these people. And if you do, you lose your career, okay? You lose your career. And I'm surprised she came out and said this. Now, who, I don't know. Maybe she just ready to start something. But I'm going to share something with you. She ain't lying, though. She ain't lying, though, okay? There's a lot of Americans who think like that, but she ain't lying. She ain't lying. I just want us to mind our business. That's what I would like, okay? But you know what? I want y'all to hear what a radicalist had said, and I believe he is an imam, but I'm not sure. Let's check out what he said. This is what he said. Check this out.
Vote left. Why is that? I saw them as very stupid. I would fear the conservatives because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. I dare you to find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump. Never do it. They'd give their vote to the leftist who wants to run around in pride parades. And Islamic extremists are against gays and homosexuals and transgenders, but they want the left to go and get busy with that. They want them, go speak about the climate, go speak about abortion, go kill yourselves, go do that. And Allah, she's fighting for abortion rights and all the other, my body, my choice. Yes, go do that.
What is the fundamentalist and jihadi agenda for America?
The future of America has to be Muslim.
That's nasty, right? That's nasty, right? He said they rather vote for the leftists because the leftists don't know anything. The left is so consumed with the LGBTQIA+. They so consumed with changing genders. They're so consumed with deletions and stuff like that. But you have the other party that's like, nah, this look crazy. Y'all going too far. Let me share something with y'all. I lost all respect for this brother, and I didn't even know. I didn't know he was the one who said this, but I had lost all respect for this brother when I heard he was the one that said this to Candace Owens. Okay? I just want to get his name together properly before I get in here and start wilding out. But I lost respect for this brother when he was on Pierce Morgan's show. Okay. And he was upset with the fact that Pierce Morgan was going to let one of the content creators that was on the panel say the N word. Okay. But he jumped up and said, Pierce, how dare you? Why would you want this woman to say the N word? I posted yesterday. I was like, that's his name, Mark Lamont Hill. Okay, Mark Lamont Hill. I hope I'm saying his name right. I lost all respect for this brother because you know what happened? He said that men can have babies. Did y'all hear what I said? This is a black man, y'all. This is a black man. He said men can have babies. This is a black man. Okay? When he said this, I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know he said it. I didn't know he was the one that said it to Candace Owens. He had an interview with Candace Owens, and he said, Mark Lamont Hill said, men can have babies. And Candace was arguing him down. No, they cannot. Men cannot have babies. Okay? Now, maybe he trying to say because the way the face, the hormones and everything, but the biological organs were not changed. And so maybe you're saying that men can have a baby from that. But only people who can have babies, your body has to be biologically designed for that. I don't even know, green beans. I don't even know. You heard it before. I didn't know he said that. Okay, and so I had lost all respect for him. But we gonna play Pierce Morgan. I know I'm saying his name wrong. Pierce Morgan clip one more time. We gonna play that one more time. The Shade Room dropped it. Okay, here we go.
Live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly, and you will
go
not
on, then say it. Say
you
the
will
M-
not have
Go on,
free
say
speech.
go on. Say the M word. Go on.
Don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word, because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here, and one Uncle Tom on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of the Jew. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Piers. I understand what you're trying to do, but we already know.
I'm gonna stop. Blue 42. I see you in the chat. Okay. Now, when Candace Owens asked him, she's asking him, can men give birth? Can they actually push babies out of their body? That's what she asked him. It wasn't that, oh, men can have it, because men assist in the making of the baby, right? And then the wife, well, I don't want to say assist, but they are a big part of it because they carry the seed of life. And so as women, we incubate the baby, right? Until the baby is fully developed and you know what I'm saying? Everything is there, and then we give birth. Okay? So can a man actually give birth to a child, push a child out of their bodies? No, he cannot. I'm not here for all that foolery. He cannot bring a baby into this world through his body. He's not the gates to bring the child in. Okay? I'm just saying. I want to share something with y'all, my melanated family. Some of y'all who are my melanated family that's in the chat. I think we give the N-word too much power. I really do. Because we're crashing out over the N-word. And when you hear Mark Lamont, okay? Mark Lamont Hill. I know I'm saying his name wrong. But when you hear him, okay? He's crashing out over the N word. And this is how this woman became famous, okay? This woman became famous because we crash out over this word all the time on social media. Shiloh Hendricks, okay? Because we crash out over this word, do you know we made this woman famous? Do y'all know we made her famous? Because we crash out over this word. Mind you, we made her famous in the darkest way, but she's famous. If nobody ever heard of Shiloh Hendricks before, they know her now. Okay? We made a word. We let a word take us out of our character. Don't you know the person who is spewing the word is uneducated? Don't you know the person who is spewing the word is a fool? You understand? We made this word so powerful that it hurts us. But if one of our homies say it, or one of our sisters say it, or one of our brothers say it, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. But when Caucasian people say it, you understand, we ready to go to war. We made this stupid word be the all end of our life. Somebody of a different descent will call you the N word and you will lose your mind because they called you an N word. Instead of you looking at them as a fool. This person is a fool. This person is a fool. Yesterday and other days prior, there are people who get in my chat and they'll write, the N word with a hard R. Okay? YouTube don't let them finish it, or either one of my mods will kick them out. Okay? But the thing is, this word doesn't have power over you. Take heed is not gonna let that word have any power over her. See, that's you. That's you. That's a you problem. You hear me? That's a you problem. Somebody get in here and call you an N with a hard R. That's a you problem, baby. That's not a me problem. That's you being foolish and uneducated. That's not me. See, my sisters and brothers, somebody call you the N word with the hard R, you'll go and lose everything you worked for. You're going to go and whoop their ass. You're going to go and lose your job. You're going to lose your business. You're going to lose your car, all that. And only thing you got to say to this judge is that they called you the N word. Nothing else. Nothing else. When you could have just turned around and told this person, you's a fool. You's a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? You's a damn fool. And got in your car and drove off. Because we give this word too much power in the melanated community. We give this word too much power. And Shiloh Hendricks is rich right now. Like ghetto rich. Okay? The money will probably be gone soon anyway. But we give this woman too much fame for this one word that she said to one of our sons who was 5 years old. And all the time she said this to this baby, where was the parents at? Where was the parents at? And all this time she said that to the baby, where was the parents at? You ain't see no parent come in and say anything, okay? Because it would have been instant regret on Shiloh's face if somebody's mother would have came around here and did a two-piece on her. That would have been instant regret. Okay? But take heed to the message does not support violence. I don't. But the thing is, and this is just a message to the Caucasian family, if you say things like this to somebody, you can't control how the person reacts to you. You understand? And you might get somebody that don't give a damn about nothing, and you said this to them. So you can't be surprised how they react because you said something. But my brothers and sisters, I want to say this to you. We got to stop letting this word break everything that you have worked hard for. I don't care if you just got a regular 9 to 5. Do you hear me? I don't care if you living in an apartment, you ain't got no car, you just taking a bus. You are in your growing stage. Do not let people say foolery to you where you lose what you have. All because of the N word with the hard R. I'm just saying. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all. That shocked me. So I ain't got no respect for Lamont Hill. I ain't got no respect for him, Mark Lamont Hill, because how do you say a man can have a baby? Like, you know, can birth a child? I thought that was the stupidest thing I ever heard. And all because, you know, I gotta agree with the leftists, okay? The leftists say the worstest things. This is why when y'all got mad with me, especially after C-19 really woke my eyes up for the Democratic Party. But I said, look at them, how they talking, saying I'm racist, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a house ninja and all such stuff. And then I had to look at it and I was like, and I said, check this out. Y'all don't even know what a woman is. You can't define what a woman is. I don't have time. Green Bean said Tariq Nasheed been putting him on blast. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got next. Okay, so D dropped this on her page, and I want y'all to hear it. She talking about the reason why black men don't attend black church. The reason why black men don't attend black churches. We're going to get into something else. Why do you think the reason, do anybody know the reason why black men don't attend black churches? Why is it 80% black women that are in black churches? And there's only a small amount of men that will be 80% women in black churches. And only a small amount of men in black churches. Why is that? Anybody know? Anyway, she gonna break it down. Let's hear what D got to say. Here we go. Hold on.
Jamal Bryant that made a comment.
Here we go.
That made a comment that the church, the black church, and I guess he's talking about the black church in America, is 80% women. And he was talking about how men just aren't showing up in the church. Now, he said it's because the way the church is not really reaching the black men's needs. He even made a comment that in Islam, the church is attended by 80% black men. And I'm just like, I feel like he's intentionally leaving out a really, really important factor here. Black men ain't fucking with the church. Black men ain't fucking with the church. I used to go to church and I used to see how the pastors would always play on our emotions as women. And I say our emotions as women because before I became emotionally logical, I was operating totally in emotion. And so you had all these women would be in church, running their hand, crying and weeping, and their men would be sitting there looking at them like, is she serious? Like, it's not that serious. Like, oh my gosh, she's like literally crying and da-da-da. Men aren't, you're not manipulating them emotionally, and that's what they're doing in the church. So
manipulation, and I know I said that wrong. That's the true problem of the black community churches. See, you can only do it to the women. You can only deceive the women. The men you can't deceive because they see right through you. That's why it's not a lot of them in the churches. But when you go to the Muslim side, the men come in full force. They come in full force. Because why? Why do they come in full force? Honey, can you throw that stuff out there too? It's in the sink. In the kitchen. He probably ready to eat. So I had to soak his meat a little bit, the little, the chicken and stuff, because he's like, he's a fancy dog. He's a fancy dog. Okay. So I had to, soak it and, because he eats raw meat. So I have to soak it, make sure it's like nice and, loose, and then throw it outside because he gets offended. I ain't never seen no dog like this. He gets offended. That's why he barking now, like he waiting. He know the meat gotta get unthawed first. But then if you throw it out there cold to him, he look at you and he look at the meat like you better go unthaw this meat. Dog. Let me stop laughing. Anyway, back to the story at hand, okay? Theodore, I see you. How are you? Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, hon. So, black men, they use logic. So it's hard to get them into the church when they see foolery. Even the ones that's in the church now, they speak against the pastor. Like they tell a pastor straight up, listen, this is not what it's supposed to be. You doing this wrong. But women can be fooled because of emotion, especially if she secretly have a different type of mindset to the pastor. The pastor can fool her just like the pimp. Ain't that nasty? That's nasty. The pastor can fool her just like the pimp. So that's why a lot of women run to the church, because this is the thing. No matter what she does in the street, once she runs back to the church, is deemed okay. Because we have been taught that long as you ask for forgiveness, Yahweh will forgive you and everything is done. But that's the one thing that Christians always miss. Just because you think, okay, this is the one thing that Christians always miss. Just because Yahweh forgave you, that doesn't mean a punishment doesn't come after what you done. You understand? That doesn't mean there's not a consequence to what you've done. And the Christian community never explains that. So it makes people believe that, oh yeah, long as I pray, that forgiveness is forgiveness. No, forgiveness is forgiveness, but there's still, a seed that you sown that has to grow. So you have to deal with the consequences. Am I right? That's why they always say, be careful of the seeds that you plant. Okay? Be careful of the seeds that you plant. So what Dee is saying, she's right. She's right. And the Muslim community is because they're going by the natural order of how Yahweh want things to be. They're doing the natural order. Now, I'm not going to say everybody in a Muslim religion is perfect. And not everybody in a Christian religion is perfect either. But I want to say this, at least they understand the natural order when it comes to family. At least they understand that the man is the head. Okay? The Christian religion, it's who makes the most is the head. Ain't that nasty? Because maybe the husband will tell you can't get past the $2,000 for his anniversary. And the wife will tell you, I make the money in this house. I'm going to get past her what I want to get past her. And now the husband don't have a leg to stand on. There's many women who told their husbands that foolishness. Just because your husband doesn't make more than you doesn't mean you can dog walk him. Just because your husband, let me say it one more time, just because your husband does not make more than you does not mean that you get the right to dog walk him. You hear me? Hey, hun, how are you? Happy Mother's Day, my queen. Thank you so much, honey. This is the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. See, in the Christian community, long as you making the money, you get to say whatever you want to say to your husband. But in a Muslim religion, it's not like that. You can't say whatever you want to say to your husband. There's still a natural order in the house. There's still a natural order in the house. And then some of y'all forget that this man has been taking care of you all the while. And then something may have happened where he may have lost his job. And so now you think you can dog walk him. But a few years ago, you couldn't dog walk this man at all because he was making the most money in the house. Be mindful of the words that you say, my sisters. I don't know who this going out to, but be mindful of the words you say against your husband. Because you and him are one. So when you dog walk your husband, you dog walking yourself. When you get out here and say evil shit against him, you saying evil shit against you. Be mindful of the words that you say. Now I want to share something with y'all because a lot of us grew up with this as well. Okay? A lot of us grew up with this. We all had this, some people in our family that mistreated us, and we grew up with this stigma. Okay? We're going to jump onto something else. Okay? We're going to jump onto something else. Here we go.
I had an Aunt Bessie. That devil lived to be about 95 years old. I don't know why devils live a long time. The lady was a devil, man. Aunt Bessie didn't like dark-skinned kids. And my parents sent me to the family reunion. They didn't go, they sent me with my aunt and uncle. Nobody to fend for me. And Bessie had a field day with my little black behind. I was, as you can see, chocolate brother, so I was a chocolate kid. And growing up in Mississippi to a fair-skinned lady who hated dark-skinned children. And this stays with me because oftentimes people are like, oh my God, you're so handsome, so beautiful. And you're hearing it from me. I don't see what people see. I'm just being honest. I just don't. And here's why. I had one encounter after another that will cause mental and emotional pain that will scar you. So by the time I was 31, I felt like I lived to be 50 because it was just compounding pain. So we're at the family reunion, house full of kids, everybody's eating pizza. I grabbed my pizza. Bessie said, you gonna sit your black ass right out there with Penny. You can't eat in my house. I'm 8 years old. And I said, huh? She said, you cannot bring your black ass in my house. Sit out there with Penny. Penny was a dog. Penny was midnight black. I can still see the little boy today sitting on the step eating a piece, and nobody came and said, Bessie, you're wrong.
And nobody said to the auntie, Betsy, you're wrong. Some of us in the melanated family, we always had one of those aunties or uncles that behaved like that. And they were high yellow and they treated the dark skinned ones. You know, colorism is real in the melanated community. It is. No shot at my light skinned brothers or sisters, but colorism is real in our own community. It's nasty. Okay. Now I'm gonna share something with you. When I was young, all my siblings, all my cousins, everybody, my siblings were not like a high yellow, but they were like a lightish brown. You know what I'm saying? But all my other siblings were like high yellow, like the color of green beans. All my siblings and all of them was high yellow, and that comes from my grandmother and stuff like that. Well, all of them was high yellow. My aunties, my mama too. Okay, that their hair would change a little bit, their eyes would change a little bit during seasons. Okay, so I was the chocolate. I was the most chocolate one in my family, like my mama side. Okay, and I had one uncle. Hey Renee, how are you, honey? It's good to see you. Happy Mother's Day to you, my dear. So I had one uncle that was the black sheep of the family. Okay, may his soul rest in peace. When I was born, he was so proud that my mom had like a chocolate baby. Like he was like the unk that, you know, I couldn't do no wrong in his eyes. I couldn't do no wrong in his eyes. He never wanted to see me get a spanking, none of that stuff. And so when we used to go to his house, my Uncle Buster, may his soul rest in peace. When we used to go to his house, right? Okay, all the family, because he always had a big house. The whole family, everybody would go. Okay, Tracy, thank you, baby. No, I'm sorry. I'm saying that wrong. I'm sorry. Morgan, how are you, honey? It's good to see you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I need to put my glasses on. Thank you for the $5 super chat, honey. I appreciate you. So we at his house, and he will pull me in the kitchen while the other kids would be doing something or whatever. He'll pull me in the kitchen. He said, I got some cookies for you. I got some butter pecan and everything. So he like, I'm gonna give you some. After you eat, wipe your face and come out, right? And I had to tell my uncle, like, nope, I'm gonna get in trouble. He like, don't you worry, ain't nobody gonna come in this kitchen. They know not to walk through my house like that. So he would give me this stuff, and then I see my auntie come in, that's his wife. Said, nah, who gave you this stuff? I said, Uncle Buster gave me this stuff. She said, girl, your uncle, you and your uncle. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I laughed, and she said, hurry up, eat that food for somebody catch you. The sweets and stuff. My uncle was something else. Do you hear me? Green Bean said, I've been telling this child to wear her glasses. I know. I'm supposed to have them on. So the colorism is real in the melanated community. It's sad though, but we do have family members that's like that, you know? And I think because my uncle went through it, he didn't want me to go through it. So he made me feel good about my skin. Like, I'm gonna share something with you. Take he wish he was a little darker. Like that moonlight, you know what I'm saying? I wish I was like that moonlight. You know what I'm saying? That moonlight looks beautiful on the skin. That shiny moonlight, you know what I'm saying? I would love that, okay? But, you know, I'm just chocolate, like milk chocolate. So I'm good with that. I'm gonna just leave it just like that. 18, how are you, honey? It's good to see you. Happy Mother's Day to you. So that was funny. I wanted us to hear that. That was hilarious. Okay. Now, let's get into this, because we always say men are the problem in relationships. We jumping onto something else. Men are the problems in relationships, right? We always say that. Wait a minute. Before we do, let's go recognize Morgan for the $5 super chat. Let's recognize him first before we do anything, okay? Let's recognize him first, okay? Morgan, I thought that this was so funny, but I want you to hear it. This is a Caucasian woman doing this rap, y'all. A Caucasian woman is doing this rap. Here we go.
Mama used to be a hoe, now she goes to Costco. There's so much about her that you don't know. She's partied all night, she's even done low. How'd you think she snagged her dad? It's not how she drives a minivan. It's not her mother's old casserole. Your mama used to be a hoe. Your mama used to be a hoe. Doing the dishes, packing the lunch, is such a good housewife. Driving through Starbucks, hitting up Target, but she's got a past life. Your mama used to be a hoe, now she watches baking shows. There's so much about her that you don't know. In college they call it deep throat. How'd you think she's...
I can't. These, first of all, shout out to the Caucasian family, because this is nonsense right here. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Morgan, Morgan, I apologize. The song is wild, okay? The song is wild, okay? I'm serious. Good morning, Red Lipstick Bob. Good morning, Mrs. She said happy Mother's Day to you two, both of you amazing sisters that always take time to let us know we got to get our shit together. And I appreciate both of y'all, okay? Shout out to Red Lipstick Vibe. Y'all get in there and like and subscribe to this sister channel. Do you hear me? Like and subscribe to this sister channel. Content ain't nothing but fire and educational. You feel me? And while you in there, say take heed sent me, okay? Mrs. She Said, shout out to Mrs. She Said. This is the Shame Lady. Hashtag shame, baby. Okay, I appreciate both of these sisters stopping in and rocking in just a little bit. I appreciate y'all. Okay, y'all, when you get time, hit the like and subscribe button on Mrs. She Said channel. You hear me, Mrs. She Said channel? This is the shame lady, baby. Okay, get in there and like and subscribe to her channel. Content ain't nothing but fire, educational, and baby, she a dog walk you if she have to. Okay, she a dog walk you if she have to. Now, realistic vibe, yes, that song is wild, but we gonna give it to Mrs. She Said right here for the 6-month membership for Take Heed 1. Here we go.
Mama used to be a hoe, now she goes to Costco. There's so much about her that you don't know. She's partied all night, she's even done low. How'd you think she snagged her dad? It's not how she drives a minivan. It's not her mother's all casserole. Your mama used to be a hoe. You don't know. Your mama used to be a hoe. Doing the dishes, packing the lunch is such a good housewife. Driving through Starbucks, hitting up Target, but she's got a past life. Your mama used to be a hoe, now she watches baking shows. There's so much about her that you don't know. In college they call her deep throat.
She said in college they call her deep throat. That's nasty. Okay, Red Lipstick Vibe, I see you, baby, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much. And Mrs. She Said came in with a $2 super chat as well. She says, I love you. Thank you, Mrs. Thank you so what thank you so I'm saying it wrong. Thank you so much, Mrs. She Said. Thank you so much, Red Lipstick Vibe, for the love. I appreciate y'all. Okay. I appreciate y'all. And I want y'all, this a little fresh. This a little fresh right here. Okay. This a little fresh. Okay. I know it's Sunday. I know it's Sunday. But I want you to understand something. Take heed is a problem. I want you to understand this. Like in real life, I know this is YouTube, okay? But in real life, like take heed is a whole problem when it comes to this section of my life. And I want you to hear this part. Here we go. That's nasty, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? It's Mother's Day. We have to clown just a little bit, okay? We got to clown just a little bit, okay? Listen. Oh, my God. Okay. So, let's get into the next foolery, okay? Let's get into the next foolery. Let me see what we got. Okay. So you know how when President Obama, okay, yes, when President Obama gave the okay for everybody to get married, right? And the LGBTQIA plus was like, this is an amazing opportunity. Let us all get married, right? Okay. So here's the stats, okay? Because we're excited about marriage, okay? Because marriage is supposed to be between what? The natural order is a man and a woman. But let's get excited because Obama said everybody gets to marry. But who has the highest divorce rates, okay? Between everybody. Let's get in here.
Divorce rate among straight couples is about 40 to 50%. Among gay couples, men and men, it's about 30%. Among lesbian couples, it's about 70%. Now, if we're saying that men are the problem in relationships, why is the divorce rate among women much higher than men and women and men? Now, we know women initiate divorces more, so that's what they're saying is the reason why the divorce rate among women is so high. But again, if men are the problem, why is the divorce rate that much higher among women and women? What do you guys think? The divorce.
Did she say 70%? Did I hear that right? Because I know sometimes I don't be hearing well. Like I mess up when I'm trying to go and articulate it to you. Did she say 70%? And then when it's men and men, it's 30%. And when it's men and women, it's 40%. She said 70%. Shout out to all the women who was excited when Obama said y'all can marry. That's nasty, right? 70%. So who's the real problem? Because when the men are marrying the men, it's 30%. Okay? When the men are marrying the men, it's 30%. Okay? But when the women are marrying the women, it's 70%. Why is that? There's no logic in the marriage. That's nasty, right? Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. There's no logic. Because we're both in our feelings. Remember, we're female. No matter what, if one of y'all dressed like a man, we're both females. Okay? Okay? We're both females. So we gonna both get in our feelings. There's no logic in there. No logic is in there. Wait a minute, this is going too far. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Because a woman can get up and pip smack a man. She can get up and just, you know what I'm saying? And what a man will do, he'll grab her arms. Like, tell her, sit down. Okay? Sometimes he have to bear hug her. Like, calm down. This is enough. You know what I'm saying? One of us is going to get hurt. Okay? Right? Okay? But a woman is not going to hold back. She's going to fight. She's going to fight. So both of y'all, you and me, y'all thugging it out. Okay? Ain't nobody stopping nobody like, oh, somebody gonna get hurt and this and that. Nobody doing that. Only men have that logic to understand. Now, men in their right mind. I ain't say all men. Okay? Men that are in their right mind understand that this shit gonna go left. So let me calm the situation down. But when you have two pussies in here, I wasn't supposed to say it like that. It just came out like that. Okay, we gonna run with it. We gonna run with it. Okay. When you have two pussies in there, okay, they gonna act the fool. Okay. There's no logic in the middle. They gonna act the fool. This is why it's 70%. I'm surprised it's not higher. I'm surprised it's not higher. Yeah, I said it. I'm surprised it's not higher. Now, when you have men and men doing it, okay, so you have logic on both ends that this night gonna go well. Not saying that this is the ideal what you're supposed to go to, but you have two men in this thing and they understand logic, okay? They understand that they get out here and start fighting and trying to hurt each other, somebody's gonna get hurt. So one will walk the other way, one will walk one way. Even in marriage as well, okay? There's one that is logic and there's one that is in the feelings. So the one with logic will sit up and say, you know what? Let me go take a walk. Let me go cool this thing down. You know what I'm saying? Let me get up here and do something. Okay? I'm just saying. Green beans, why you gotta call me that? Okay? So this is the uncomfortable truth. 70%, that's nasty. So who's the real problem though? Okay? Now this is the real foolery right here. I want y'all to hear this. The woman that is filming her husband, she's a Caucasian woman, okay? And her husband is only asking for certain things, okay? He only asking for certain things. Now this sounds normal to a housewife. This sounds normal to a wife who wants to be a good wife. I didn't even say just be a wife, but be a good wife. Okay, so this sounds normal to a woman who wants to be a good wife. Check this out. She's filming her husband. It's for evidence, that he's abusing her and this and that, verbally abusing her. Y'all tell me if this is abuse or not. Check this out.
Care for our fucking family and do bust my ass off every fucking day, but I don't get a thank you or nothing. I don't get anything. All these dishes, all the cleaning, all the extra work that I do, nothing. Because it's not your way. You control every fucking situation in our lives. And I am fucking fed up and dumb.
So the husband is talking about working and handling household chores alongside with that and caring for the family. I'm confused. He's communicating and she's making it seem like he's being verbally abusive of some kind. I'm starting to believe she was the problem there.
She is the problem. He's saying to you, he's tired of busting his behind all day. They got to come home and clean the house, do the dishes. And he doesn't even get a thank you. This is why I tell y'all, my sisters, that servitude means everything in your marriage. Learn how to appreciate the small things between you and your husband, their interaction between you and him. Learn how to appreciate the small things. When he takes out the garbage, when he mows the lawn, when the mortgage get paid, when the lights get paid, the water get paid, the sewage get paid, the car note get paid, the insurance get paid. Learn to appreciate this man. Because this man that you're complaining about, another woman would gladly take him. Another woman would gladly take him. This is to my Caucasian sisters. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that. Somebody would gladly take your husband. And all he's asking for you to just say thank you. My sisters as well. This is a lesson for you. Someone would gladly take your husband because he just wants some kindness. There are a lot of women who you don't know how to talk to your husband. You don't know how to appreciate him. You don't know how to say thank you. All it is 2 words, thank you. And say it with some, sincerity. Be kind when you say it. That's it. That's what everyone looks for, is just appreciation. Even a wife as well. When she cook, thank you. Me and my king, we still practice the fundamentals. Being married 18 years, we still practice this. We still use our manners. Most couples, you don't know how to use your manners, and you only been married 5 years. You only been married 5 years, and you don't even know how to use your manners anymore. Why you think your marriage is going crazy? Because that servitude is gone. Servitude is gone. One thing, my sisters, never lose servitude. Never. Never lose servitude. Always keep that same energy. It helps in your marriage. Always keep that same energy. Now, I want y'all to hear what this woman had said. And I had played this for my husband. And he had fell out last night because we was bugging out upstairs. We locked the door. The kids was not, nobody came to our room once we locked the door. So we were just scamming through stuff on social media. I was telling him, I'm going to use this for the show tomorrow. He said, don't use that for the show. I said, I'm going to use it because it's funny. Okay? But this woman, some of y'all got to stay off social media. When y'all be giving this bad advice to these young women, y'all got to stay off social media. Because the problem is you don't have a man. That's why you telling these young women some foolery. Some of y'all old ones tell these young women nonsense so there'll be enough men for y'all to have. Y'all older ones who missed out on your age. So that there will be a surplus of men that's not in your age that you'll be able to mess around with. This is why y'all give these young women some foolish advice. Here's another one, okay, from the fake sisterhood. Here we go.
Is for non-monogamy. You're not supposed to be committed in this stage. You're not supposed to be loyal in this stage. You're not supposed to be prioritizing that person in this stage. Dating is supposed to be non-monogamous. And when you move to the next level and you ask this person for their hand in marriage, that's when you can get their commitment.
Some people are just dumb, okay? And you're gonna have to learn to stop listening to dumb people because they give dumb advice and you become dumb. Unless you want to become this person sitting in your car with a wig on and a turtleneck and auntie arms. Then you listen.
Dating is for...
That's nasty. That's nasty. But she's telling women that dating It's just dating. Okay? Y'all be getting in here using all these type of words. Women, she just getting in here telling women just date. You don't have to give your everything to this man. You don't have to, you can go out and do whatever you want to do. You don't have to have any commitment to this man. How do you get married if there's no commitment while you're dating? While you're in a relationship? How is it? You know what I'm saying? Because how are you defining dating? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can we get serious if you out here screwing Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then okay, now you ready to be in a relationship with me? How is that happening? Okay, Brian, good morning. How are you? Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and blessings. Thank you, Brian. We appreciate you, honey. So, how do you older women get in here and tell younger women this foolery? And tell younger women this foolery. And now when the man starts seeing that, oh, you playing games, and now when it's time for him to play his games, you don't want to play no more. See, it ain't fun. It ain't fun while the rabbit got the gun. Am I right? It ain't fun. It ain't fun. But you think, okay, we're dating. I'm out here. I'm gonna be doing whatever I want to do. But yet you're trying to make this man, and this is the downfall to a lot of y'all relationships when you young, is that you want to make this man sign up for all this responsibility while you go and do whatever you want to do, because y'all quick to tell a man, oh, we going out tonight, but my kids need something to eat. Y'all quick to tell a man, oh, my phone bill need to be paid. You quick to tell a man, oh, I need my nails and my feet done. You quick to tell him that. Oh, I need some lunch money. Mind you, you just dating. And I had said this to y'all last week. When a man is dating a woman he's serious about, you don't have to force him. He already has you under his covering. He's gonna do. He's gonna do. He already put in his mind that you're under his covering. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to force anything. Once a man put in his mind that he's serious about you, there's nothing he will not do. But because y'all be trying to scam people, you be trying to dog walk people, you be trying to use them, and then you wind up into some foolery. But y'all keep listening to these old women from the hyena kingdom. Shout out to Crimson Cure. From the hyena kingdom, ain't doing nothing with their life but getting on social media and talking shit about men. Just talking shit about men. Anytime you come across a content creator and all she does is dog walk men, I need you to scroll up. I need you to scroll up. Like, her whole conversation is always dog walking men. This is the dog walking man teaching got us in this bullshit right now. Got us in the foolery that the black community is sitting in right now. Black Queen, how are you? Happy Mother's Day to you, baby. All right. Lost in Translation podcast. Good morning and happy Mother's Day. Take heed. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Guys, when you get time, like and subscribe to Lost in Translation podcast. Brother is nothing but fire. Do you hear me? Y'all get in there, like and subscribe to that brother channel. And while you're there, tell him Take Heed sent you. You hear me? Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. Okay? Don't you gonna say Ricky Lake ain't oh wow, green beans. Now you know what, I'm gonna share something with y'all. This is the foolery that we were taught. This makes sense. This makes sense to do all this to a man while you're dating him. But the uncomfortable truth is that when a man already has in his mind that he put you under a covering, ain't nothing you can do about it, and ain't nothing nobody else can do about it. Because this man checks in on you. He wants to know that you're okay. He wants to, whatever you're going through, he wants to fix the problem. Even when you don't want to tell him, he wants to fix the problem because he already put in his heart and his mind that you are his. This is why some women, when they just dating somebody, just dating, okay, just dating someone, maybe it's been a month or something, they've been dating this brother, okay, and she says, I'm going to get my nails done tomorrow, and he says, oh, so who does your hair? You know, he start asking questions. Who does your hair? And you tell him, yeah, she does my hair. I gotta send out $100 or whatever like that. And then all of a sudden, when you get to the nail salon or you get to the hair salon, the woman tells you after she done finished your hair, she says, Tony sent me the money already. She says, what? Tony, yeah, he sent me the money already. So, you know, you don't have to cash at me anything. He sent me the money already. See, the thing that you're trying to force men to do, this is in their nature. They already want to do it. It's in their nature. Like some of y'all get in here and you want to force men to buy food in your house. Mind you, they don't live here. None of that stuff like that. Okay? He's just dating you. And he might have been dating you for like 3 or 4 months, probably. Okay? And so now he gets the, you know, he's walking around your house, y'all banging it out in the bedroom or whatever. And he's looking to get some water or whatever, drink or some juice or something. And he see your refrigerator's empty. Okay? And then so now when he leaves that morning, he'll say, honey, check your Cash App. I sent you something. You need to go grocery shopping. Y'all not living in the same house. He just came to, you know, rub that backside. Okay? He came to rub that backside. He doesn't agree with rubbing the backside unless you married, but I understand. Okay? So he came to rub that backside, but he sent you money, Cash App, and say, hun, you know, here you go. This is something for you and your household. Do what you got to do. Men by nature want to always take care of their women. By nature, this is in them. Nobody has to put it in them. This is in them to want to help. That's in them. When they see a woman struggling, that is in their nature to want to help. You don't have to force him to want to help. I'm just saying. And instead of y'all getting in here talking about, oh, he got to cash at me $100 on my when I'm going to lunch. He got to cash at me $100. Y'all got this so mixed up that you know at times you know you can cash at this brother some money for lunch. He may not even be thinking about it, but you say, babe, you know I was thinking about you. You told me you go to lunch at 1:00. I just wanted to cash app you $35. You know, get you something nice, okay? And you know how that feels when a man gets appreciated like that. Mind you, $35 is not you know, it's not nothing big to talk about, but it's something. He appreciates it. And you know what he'll tell you, baby, thank you, you know, but I have money. You ain't had to send me no money. Say, yeah, honey, but I was thinking about you. You know? Like when you going to Walmart, we'll say Walmart. You're going to get you something nice, a dress or something. You're going to get you some shoes or something. There's nothing wrong with picking up this man some tank tops. You know what I'm saying? Some t-shirts, some drawers, some socks or something. There's nothing wrong with picking them up something too. Because y'all be getting in here and you want this man to do all these things for you. And you want him to put you under a covering, but you're not his wife. But you're quick to tell him, okay? You're quick to tell him, I'm not your wife. You know, I'm not your wife. When he asks you to do certain things, I'm not your wife. But if he said to you, when that tire get a flat, when your car get a flat tire, okay? When you stuck on the side of the road and you call him and you say, I'm not your, and you call him and tell him you in trouble, and he turn around and say to you, you not my wife. You not my wife. How would you feel? But you give him that BJJ. without saying that, you know, you're not my husband. You give it to him freely, don't you? You give it to him freely, right? You don't mind giving away that but JJ. But the fundamentals of a relationship is to care for each other, to help one another. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all take heed to the message. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel today. I greatly appreciate it. Much love to you all. Okay. Y'all have a wonderful Mother's Day to all the mothers. Do you hear me? All the mothers. Have a happy Mother's Day. Y'all take heed to the message. Okay. Also, if you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubandrexfashion.com. 18, thank you so much. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see shop or store. If you're interested, okay? If you're interested. If you want to donate through Cash App, through Venmo, the links are in my bio. They are available if you want to donate. Okay, if you want to send me a Mother's Day gift, I appreciate it. Thank you to all that donated so far. Thank you for coming to rock with me. Thank you for hitting the like and subscribe button. I know we started early, but I'm so thankful that y'all came and rock with me, even if it just was a little bit, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, honey. Thank you. And we gonna go out. We gonna go out with some music. Now, I got this yesterday and I thought it was good. Everybody have a wonderful day, okay? This is an old Negro spiritual. I love this song right here. Here we go.
Real quick about y'all great grandmamas and granddaddies. They sung this when they was out there in the cotton field. And Massa riding around on his horse watching them, sang this song here. This how I know it got to be in and out on you, because you going to feel it. I'll be so glad when the sun goes down.
That's nasty.
Said I'll be so glad.
Brian, I see you with the $25 super
when the
chat.
sun goes down. I ain't all that
thank you,
sleepy.
honey, for the $4.99 super chat.
I just wanna lie down.
He said, I just wanna lie down.
Said I ain't all that sleepy. I just wanna lie down. What's the matter, babe? 'Cause I can't see. Say what's got the matter, baby? 'Cause I can't see.
That's nasty.
The silent drive was bold. He came down on me. That silent drive was bold. He came down on me. Y'all need to learn your history. Y'all listen to what they saying. They saying that I can't wait till the sun go down. You can't pick cotton when it ain't no light. These folks out there singing just cause they sing cause they want the sun to go down, just so they can lay down. I'll be so glad when the sun goes down. They said I ain't all that sleepy. I just wanna lie down. Y'all something real quick about y'all great